So I'm replacing the fan belt on my Detroit 60 series. So you got to get it around here. So you got to take it off from the fan blade. So what you can do is you can slip the belt around the grooves of the fan. And when you push it in between, you just spin the fan. So as I was saying, to get the fan belt off from over there. See, I had the wrong side. So here's a little trick. If you want some game, here's a little trick. I couldn't find the fan belt for this motor in the location I was, right? So what I did was I bought one that wasn't correct. Mine is an 8. This one was a 4 or 5, whatever that is, 6. But it's not correct, and it was like 1 inch too short, right? So in order to get to the part store that I needed, I bought one that was a little bit smaller, 1 inch too short. I pulled the tensioner back. I put the belt on. It's not all the way correct, but at least it'll keep your batteries from dying until you make it to where you're going. And I don't have my usual setup, so I'm sorry, but this is how you get the belt. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the old belt off, the wrong belt off. About to put the correct one on. So, and I'm using one hand because I don't have my setup. Anyways, I done dropped the belt back there. It's the old belt, the wrong size. And yes, we are at the truck stop. Got Tank right here with me. Yes, sir. So what I like to do is compare the new belt and the old belt. Which the old one, I just cut it to take it off. But you see the old one ripped up. But I try to compare the size, which I've already done it. But I know what size it is anyways. $67 inches. Same thing to get the belt back on. All right, y'all, so I started putting that belt on, and it was like a little bit too small. Like the one I put on was too small. That one was even shorter than that one, so I'm gonna be taking that one back. But what I do is I over-order. I got the part number from the dealer. They said that one was the right one. They cross-referenced it. It's not. I got this one off the engine side, so this one is the right one, 67 inches. You always got to double check, man. You don't want to put the wrong stuff on. So that's why I measured it. When I measured that belt with that one, it was way too small. You know, they'll stretch a little bit maybe, but this is the right one. So I started putting that one on. I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just going to take it back. So what I do, so again, you know, I just slide it over the fan blades. It ain't hard to do. Slide it over the fan blade like that. So I'm not gonna do all the fans on camera, but just know I'm sliding over each fan blade, rotating the fan as I go to get the belt on there. But what I do, like stuff like this, I'll buy an extra one, 2 of them, and keep an extra one in the truck. So if I have that problem again where it's ripping up, I already have one. I'm gonna keep the short one too, because the short one actually was able to get me here to where I could get to my truck to go pick up the parts. So I'll keep that one in the truck too. And if this one goes bad, I'll have one. I thought I was gonna have 2. This one, I went to 2 different places because I cross-referenced the part to 2 different ones. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, one of the ones was correct. So at least that one wasn't right. That one was. So regardless, I'm going to take that one back. So it's like 76 bucks. It's cheaper at the dealer for the OEM. But I'm going to keep that one, take that one back. And then I'll have a spare one. So if it rips up again, I got something I can, you know, at least get where I'm going. And so, yeah, I'll try to get 2 of them. I don't mind buying 2. Okay, so once y'all got it to this point, I got it around the 2 main ones. See, you need to get it around here. And it's too short, so you have to pull that tensioner back. So that's super easy. Basically, all you do, get your 1/2" ratchet, and you stick it in this groove right here. It's easier when you don't have a camera in the way. I'm trying to keep tension on the belt so it doesn't pop off from the grooves below. But basically, okay. So I've got it wrapped all the way around. It's on those grooves, and then it's on the grooves at the bottom. So basically all I do is I pull the tensioner down this way, right? So when you pull it down that way, it allows you to get the belt over the grooves. So we pull it down. That releases the tension, and I get the belt over, and I make sure it's grooved up, and then I can release the tension off. So basically, that's what it looks like when you pull it down. See how it releases the tension, and then you let it go, and it gives you slack back. So you just want to make sure the belt's over the grooves. Another note. When you're putting it around the fan, you have to pay attention to actually how much what fan blade it's going around, because if you're putting it on and you just keep going and going and going, you're gonna start taking it back off. You know, so if you go over, you'll be like, wait, that's not right. Then you gotta bring it back, you know. But that's how you change the fan belt. Detroit 60. You get the ratchet out. Tensioner there. That's the groove to put it in right here to pull it back. Just put it in here. You don't mess with the nut. You don't want to mess with that. You just put it in here and pull it back. Pull it back. So yeah, you want to make sure it's grooved up. So we're gonna turn the engine on. Looks like it's grooved up down there. We're gonna turn the engine on and make sure that the belt is operating correctly. So I've also got a new AC compressor. I did a video last time, this line was messed up. That's brand new. That's brand new. See how this belt's working. So it looks like everything's grooved up. The tensioner ain't bouncing, so that means the belt ain't too short. So I think we got the right belt. Dirty motor, man. Dirty motor. I work.